Hey guys, welcome to JB Platinum Fishing. I'm James, and today I'm going to show you some of the fishing things that I have that are kind of miscellaneous, that aren't tackle, aren't rods, kind of everything in between here. So I'm sure I have way more. This is just kind of what I found. So let's get started. I don't use these too much, but these are a good pair of gloves. I'm not scared to hold a fish, toothy fish, anything. I don't need gloves to hold a fish. You know, there's ways to hold every fish with their gloves. But I do have gloves just in case. And to be honest, what I actually mostly use these for is when I tie line to line knots when I'm putting a leader on. It just makes it so it doesn't dig into my, some of that braid can actually cut your fingers open when you pull it really tight. You know, when you wrap it around and pull it. So I use these for that and other miscellaneous things, but it's always good to have a pair of gloves with you, right? There's so many different things that you could use them for. I'm a catch and release guy. I do enjoy fish. I do have this is the stringer. Basically, yeah, you just put it through. I don't know if you guys have seen it, the stringer before, but it's a string that goes through all their gills, and then you just tie it around your something, and keeps the fish in the water, keeps them fresh. I just happen to have it. Obviously, you can see it's never been used. That was in there just in case. The other thing you definitely always need, bug spray. You know, I've tried lots of different brands, and I don't want to get into too much about branding in this video, but I do want to say this Ben's brand of bug spray, hands down, works better than any other bug spray that I've ever used. It works so good. You know, when we go up north and stuff, and the black flies are terrible, and the mosquitoes, like, they're thick. This keeps them off very well. I do believe that there are people that are more prone to mosquitoes and bugs than other. You know, you always get that one guy that they just seem to be going for him, and you get the other guy that he's fine, he doesn't even have bug spray on. I think I'm kind of in between. They'll come after me, but I'm usually not too bad. But with this stuff on, they're good. Oh, I should have found one of my thermocells. That's the other thing that I bring with me. You know what? Maybe a thermocell will be another video. But look up thermocells. They work so good when you're sitting around one area. It basically bug proofs the area for you. Works really well. The other thing, obviously, a sunscreen lotion. I always have that in my tackle bag or on my boat. It sucks getting burnt. I don't like getting burnt. So yeah, I'm always, putting sunscreen on, and you don't want anything bad to happen to you as well, right? It's for your health too. So speaking of sun, the other thing is these here. I'm sure you've seen guys wear these. So you can pull these right up to cover your face when you're fishing. It's breathable. You barely feel it. They're not hot or anything. I don't find them hot. And you can pull it right up. You have your sunglasses on here, and you have a hat on, right? So your face is covered from the sun. I still recommend putting, sunscreen on, but these, anybody that's on the water or out fishing, even if you're on the shore, these are a must-have, and they're cheap. They're not expensive. So that'll another thing I probably should start doing is wearing longer sleeve shirts that are thinner out there. But man, I just love shorts and a t-shirt or a cut-off shirt, beaters we call them around here. All right, so next is my line cutters. So different lines are harder to cut through, like braid. Regular scissors kind of have trouble cutting through braid. These are like nail clippers. This one here. What's nice about these, and they come on a little thing here. You can put it on yourself, and then when you need it real quick, oh yeah, there it is. Clip that. But this just gets the tag end when you're cutting knots. This is what I use it for anyways. The tag end on knots, I can get it right up close and cut it. And it works really good for when I'm tying, line to line knots. I don't want that, tag end sticking out too far when it's hitting the guides on the way out. So this is good. This here is just a multi-line cutter. Well, I mean, this technically is too, but this here, I use this one a lot. It cuts through braid, awesome. It cuts through huge fluorocarbon. Awesome. Like fluorocarbon can be harder to cut through sometimes, some of the thicker stuff that I use, and obviously mono. They're great. Actually, I need a new set because it's supposed to go in, and yeah, it's kind of broken. But anyways, yeah, so this is good. Comes with one of those too. All right, let's talk about pliers. And some thermocells showed up. I had to stop filming because I'm in my basement, and when the furnace comes on, it leaves like a hum in the videos, or the audio in the videos. So anyways, when I got up, I'm like, oh, I might as well grab the thermos. So we'll get to those. Anyways, pliers. So yeah, I mean, every fisherman obviously should have a good pair of needle nose pliers, to get the hooks out if they get deep down, to get the hook out. And there's some really neat hook tricks that I should show you for getting, sometimes the hook gets into their gut. I learned a trick that I've saved a lot of fish's lives, and they were fine. They swam away great, and I got it out of their gut without any damage. So there's actually a trick that I'll show you guys someday to get them out. This here is great. I mean, for toothy fish, you can get longer ones, and basically those clamp down. So if you got to get in the fish's mouth or around their teeth or whatever, it actually clamps down really hard, and it's good to get in there and get the hook out so you can get it on different angles. So this works great. I always have this with me. I don't know if this should be in this lineup, but it is. So who cares? It's my channel. I'll do what I want. But this is a wacky rig tool. This one I got from Bass Pro Shops. I think you get them for like $5, $10 at the most, but they're probably like $5. You definitely get one, because like when you're wacky rigging, typically, guys used to do, like, whoever doesn't know what wacky rigging is, it's basically when you rig your worm, here's the hook, and you rig it through there like that, and you throw it. But the problem is that you go through a lot more worms when you do it, because you're going right through it, and lots of pressures on it, and it's bending a lot, and you snap a lot of them. So what you can do is you can basically put an O-ring around there, and then you don't even put the hook through the worm anymore. You put it through the O-ring like that. Problem is, trying to get an O-ring on this plastic thing, I'm sure people have done it, but it would be a pain. It would take forever. So there's this handy tool, and what you do is you put your worm in here, halfway, around halfway, and then you get one of these O-rings up, and you start sliding it down, just like that. See how easy that is? And then it'll just slide off the end right onto it for you. Just, it goes right on. There's some guys that use 2 O-rings and they cross them. Some guys just use 1 O-ring. I've done both. Honestly, 1 O-ring's probably good, but I mean, O-rings are cheap, so I've done the crossing the O-rings before. So there's all kinds of techniques out there. You find what works for you. That's the wacky rig tool. Fish finder. Fish. If this was a fish finder, wow, we'd have problems. Fish scale. I just finally got a fish scale last year. Throughout my whole life, I caught lots of big fish, but I got no proof really, because I didn't really take pictures of them. I never obviously weighed them, so I don't have proof. So really, I'm looking at it as I'm starting off fresh. Like I got some weights from last year, but I'm just starting off fresh. Whatever I caught in the past that was big, I don't know how big they were. So we're starting off fresh, and I'm going to get some new personal bests this year. I bet you for every fish. But yeah, Berkley makes this. It's got an on-off button. You basically just put this through the fish. Some guys put it through their gill. Put it through the lip. It all depends. I don't like damaging fish. I don't like that. I like to take care of my fish. I like to make sure they're healthy, and I like to make sure, and I know you're putting a little hook through them, and that's a little bit of damage, but that's just a small little thing. Like this thing's huge. So honestly, I try to just put it under the gill plate, not where the gills are, because I don't want to damage the gills, but you get it just right in there, and then I weigh them. There's also some things that attach on that have a lip gripper. Again, lip grippers are controversial. Some people think that lip grippers damage fish. Some people don't. So it's all personal preference. As long as you're taking care of the fish and they're in good shape and they live, I think it's all good. So that's that. Fish finder. Said it again. Fishing scale. I've got to have one of those. I also have this tape for when I catch mostly my longer fish like pike and muskie, so I can measure how long they are. I'll probably get something a little bit better than this, but hey, it works. This is just for cutting through braid. I mean, it'll cut through anything, but it's designed for braid. It's really good to have. It's got a sharpener on there as well. I don't use these too much. These were the first ones I bought when I started using braid, and they work great. And then I found out about these, and it's like, oh, these are so much smaller and heavier. But I always have these with me. Okay, onto the thermocells. Now, in the boat, I don't bring the thermocells with me too much. Actually, no, I do keep one in the boat, but I don't use them too much. But there is times when, we're at night or, even in the daytime, and it starts to cool down a bit, and the bugs start to come out, and I'll start running one of these. And what they are is they have a little piece of material in there. It's like a soft piece of material, and it burns. There's like a butane canister in there, and it lights it, and it just burns like, it's not fire or anything. It just almost like smolders. And these work better. I'm telling you right now, quote me on this. They work better than citronella. Anything that those green mosquito burner things, anything that you've tried that you're burning, these, I bet you, are better. These are a must-have, these thermocells. Here I just have my fishing license. I just keep it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't, if I get pulled over on the water and they want to see. Now where I'm from, we're actually able to show it on our phone now, so I do that. But I think this was, that would have been from last year. So honestly, I'm just going to keep it on my phone. Maybe I should still get a backup, but anyways, that's my fishing license. Always have it on you. I also have my boating license card on me too, in my wallet. I have other nets. This net here is just one that I found, just to give you an idea. This is something you got to have. This net here is actually handy for a canoe, and I got it longer because we like to go pike fishing. But I mean, it's also rubber, but it'll net pretty much any other fish, right? Obviously, a huge pike, we might have a bit of a problem, but for nets, I definitely believe in the rubber nets, or at least rubber coated. I feel like especially for trout. They got that slimy coating on them, and I feel like these are just easier on them, right? Because a trout is a very fragile fish, and we do trout fish. Other thing is, I find that sometimes you get the fish in the net, and the lure pops out of the mouth or something, or the lure's still in the mouth, and some of the treble hooks get caught in those nets, and I find that with these rubber ones, the hooks don't get caught in them as much. So that's just some of my other gear I use. And I'm sure there's going to be lots more that I'm going to be able to show you guys moving forward. And by the way, actual fishing videos, just because it's still winter here, I am going to get into ice fishing and stuff. I haven't really got into that yet, but I'm going to get into that. If anybody offers to have me out ice fishing, I'm going to go. I never really wanted to go ice fishing because I'm kind of a fair weather fisherman, to be honest. But I like spring, summer, and fall, but we will eventually get some of those videos. So it's probably not going to be for a couple months, probably-ish, before I have any fishing videos, but they are coming. And in the meantime, I'm going to be doing videos like this, having fun, and that's it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can see when new videos comes out. Thanks a lot, guys, and take care.